Hello, stay-at-home yogis. Hopefully everyone's feeling well, and we are going to work on feeling even better after we take our time here, enjoy our practice, open our bodies, open our minds, and find some creativity inside of yourself as you practice your yoga. Always remembering to take what you need, leave the rest behind, and be mindful of your own issues in your tissues. So if something doesn't feel good and you have any intense pain that is incurred by the pose, back off a little bit or back off a lot. So with that in mind, my name is Therese, and we'll begin today on our backs. I have two props here. I have two towels. So you can use small pillows or towels or something to prop under your knees. If you want something under your knees when you're in table position, I would grab a towel as well. And because this is a taped class, you can pause it at any time you want, and you can take a break. You can go get equipment that you need. You can have a water break if that's necessary for you. So with that in mind, music is a nice thing to add to the practice. I don't have any music so that you can hear me very well in here, and add it when you want. When you try the practice the second time, you might want to add some tunes to it, tunes that you like. So with that, we're going to begin. Laying on our backs, soles of the feet will be together, knees will be wide. Take your time to settle in with your body. So this is called Baddha Konasana, and it's a reclined cobbler's pose. So notice my feet are touching at the soles. My knees go wide with or without the towels underneath your legs. There's a big strain right here in the middle of the groin area. If you feel that, then go ahead and place the towels there for a little bit more support. I'm pretty open, so I can relax, I can release, I can let go. My palms have turned up, my shoulders have come down my back. The blades of my shoulders are coming together toward the center of my spine. Draw yourself inside your own practice. Let your body just be. It's about finding the peace inside of you, accepting where you are in this moment, and then working from there. So with that in mind, we've got breath work to begin. Letting the air always come in through the nostrils to moisturize it, humidify it, cleanse it. We want to feel that inhalation through the nose, get all the dirt particles trapped in your nostrils. They won't move down to your lungs then. And we'll collectively exhale out an open mouth a couple of times. So in breath. I can hear you. In breath. One more time. Sigh it out. In breath. Just letting go of tension, tightness, frustration, worry, and doubt. Breathe in through the nostrils. Let your belly rise. Let your ribs expand. Maybe the collarbones lift. You exhale. Let the belly fall. Let the ribs contract. Let the collarbones reside in the chest. Remember, the practice is about breath. The movement only follows the breath. So find the breath first. Find the movement second. Cultivate a mantra for the work. It's a mind tool to bring you into a place that you can stay focused, you can stay positive, and you know exactly why you're here at this moment. When two arms lift high overhead, you'll find that mantra flow right into the palms of your hands. And as you exhale, let that breath of an exhalation, sweep away everything not serving you as the arms move back down to the sides. We in-breath, we reach up long, not crimping our shoulders up toward our ears, just relaxing. And exhaling, sweep away anything not serving you. So it's like you take anything negative from inside your body, let it attach to a cloud in the sky and let it move out of your space. We want our space to be big. So inhale, lift as far back as you can. Exhale to lower. We take one arm back, choose your arm, whichever one it is. Always be mindful and aware of what you're moving. And then switch arms as the one arm lands by your side, the other knuckles have found their space behind you. Alternating very slowly, very conscious movements. Very mindfully drawing our navel into our spine and our low back, approaching the ground. So after this movement of alternating arms, we'll then leave one arm behind. We'll bring the second arm back to join it. We'll take an interlace of our fingers. And I'm going to invite that my opposite index is on top and my opposite thumb from usual is on top. Can you also enjoy that as well? Press the palms away, really lengthen out, draw navel in, breathe out. And when you're ready, we draw two legs up towards the sky. Continue to hold your stretch behind you. Feet are planted on the earth. Our right knee will draw into our chest and our palms will stay interlaced, but they'll turn the opposite direction, so palms face you. Your belly is into the backbone and your knee is pulling, right knee is pulling towards your armpit as you've grabbed your shin. Maybe you've grabbed under it the hamstring if the shin is too much compression. Once you've got that leg in, let's extend the left leg long. Let's flex through both feet so you're pushing your heels away from you, drawing navel to spine, drawing shoulder blades down, back, and in, and breath flowing. Follow that breath in, follow it out. You may either stay with a bent knee to do your point and flexes, or if you feel today is a good day to stretch your right leg long, you kick the heel to the sky, you flex your toes towards your shin, and you just soften your hands around the back of the leg, or your hands can float down to the ground. We begin to point and flex. So you have sensory perception here through the feet. You want to be able to feel your feet. You've got proprioceptors that need to be activated. We rotate the ankle. Notice how big a revolution you can make. It's not about how fast you go, it's about how big a range of motion can your ankle and foot do. Notice my leg is staying still. There's no movement of the leg, just the ankle and the foot. Reverse the rotation. The chin is softly tucked to chest. If you feel the back of your neck, you'll feel that there are no crinkles in your neck. So if you're in this position, you are giving your body the sign of fear. So lengthen out. All right, so we've got the point and flexes, we've got the circles. Now we're just kicking that heel to the sky. We're going to drop the toes a little bit more towards your body, put the outer blade of the foot towards the sky, and move this leg in line with your left shoulder. If you'd like to hold it, you can hold it there. Only as far as your left shoulder, you'll get a nice stretch through the outer aspect of that right leg. Breathe in, breathe out. Going back to your hamstring stretch through the back side of the leg. We're going to walk our hands up that leg, draw chin to chest, draw our nose toward our knee, our elbows go wide. You're not pulling. Notice I'm not even really putting any pressure on the leg. I'm lifting up out of the waist, out of the torso for 3, for 2, and 1. Softly melt your spine, neck and head back down. Take that right leg into a bent knee. Take a hold of the foot so you can take a half happy baby. Push that sole of the foot to the sky. Notice the shin is perpendicular to the floor, the thigh is parallel as you can, and I have 2 legs extended, two heels pushing away from me, extending one to the sky and one away from my body. Breathe in, breathe out here. And then as you draw that right knee back into chest, it gets a hug, a squeeze. Maybe your right hand goes on the knee. Maybe you don't use your hand as you take some circles with that knee. Big revolutions. I'm crossing midline. I'm moving far out to the side. Big circle motion, waking up the proprioceptors in the hip now. Feel the movement, enjoy the breath. Remember, we start from where we are, and then we work from that place. We reverse the rotation all the way the other way. And when you come back through center, give one more squeeze and hug. If you can, elevate that leg back to the sky and float it down straight, float it down straight. Otherwise, bend your knee and just softly melt it to the ground. Turn 2 palms up. Notice maybe feeling a difference from right side to left side. Let your body relax, let it release. We bring those soles of the feet back together. Drop the knees wide, maybe prop your thighs up again with the 2 towels. 2 arms are going to lift high and back again. The palms will interlace. Fingers interlace and palms press away. We drop the knees down. We soften, we stretch. Then 2 knees will come back up to the sky. The soles of the feet will find the floor. And this time, draw that left knee closer to you. Wrap around the shin or break the bind and come to the hamstring. And as you pull that left knee towards your body, avoid the ribs and come toward the armpit. If you can, you stretch that right leg long. You're kicking away with 2 heels. You're softening through shoulders. You might want to stay here to begin your point and flexes, or maybe you can elevate your leg to the sky. Get more hamstring stretch now as the leg elevates and your back is supported all the way down from your head, through your hips to your extended right leg. We'll pull the toes towards the shin. Hold or not hold the leg, it's up to you as you begin to point and flex. Again, we find the range of motion that's good for us. We never compare, judge, or criticize one side of our body to the other. And we rotate the ankle. We just observe. Remember that if you light a candle from another candle, there's just more light. The first candle doesn't lose anything. There's just more light. So if one side of your body is more available to movement and strength and flexibility, light up the other side of your body with the one that's stronger and more flexible. Reverse the rotation and notice again, my leg is still, it is my ankle and my foot that are moving. And after you feel complete, flex the foot again, Toes pull down towards the shin. Outer blade of the foot rotates up to the sky, and this entire left leg moves toward my right shoulder and in alignment. And I've got a nice stretch all the way from the outside of my heel to the outside of my calf muscle, the outside of my thigh, and into my hip. Breathe in, breathe out. When we come back up to the sky, we place the hands behind the leg. We soften our chin toward our chest. We start to work our body up from lifting through the core, strong muscles. Drop those elbows wide. Remember, you're not yanking and pulling on yourself. There's a softness, just a softness of breath. And remember, breath is always first, movement is second. Relax the shoulders. Soften back down from each vertebra through the neck and down to the head. Once you're back to the earth, we'll bend the knee, grab a hold of the outer blade or the great toe or the ankle, whatever you've got for your half-happy baby, and we soften the shoulder blades down, back, and together. We press the sole of the foot to the sky. The shin is perpendicular, the thigh is parallel. Breathe in, breathe out. And then as you move your leg back into center, we'll bring our knee back in towards our chest. And if you want to hold your knee with your left hand, feel free to do so, or put two hands on the floor, and we start circling that hip around. Big range of motion. Take up space. Enjoy the freedom of deep breaths while you do this. Enjoy the freedom of whatever is around you as you do this. And we reverse the direction. We are oiling up our body. We are allowing synovial fluid to be moving through the joints to lubricate that hip. And as you come back through center, we'll draw that left knee back in, give it a squeeze, we elevate it back to the sky, and maybe you're able to float a straight left leg all the way down. Draw that navel in to protect your low back if you're doing this work. Otherwise, you bend it. You turn two palms up. You rest your eyes closed. You let your body relax, release, and absorb just exactly what you did. Soft inhales, soft exhales. One more breath in, and one more breath out. Soles of the feet will come back to the floor. Feet are going to be hip width apart, so not too wide, not too narrow. Have some space. Hip width is like 2 fists. So think about 2 fists worth between your feet. Work your heels as close to your glutes as you can by turning your palms up and letting your long finger come as close to the heels as they'll come. If that works for you, otherwise they don't have to touch, so don't worry about that. Just draw your navel in, push your tail forward. Then take your tail and tuck it down, let your low back arch. Tail forward, navel in, press forward with the tail to draw that belly into backbone and backbone to the mat. And then take the tail under you to arch. Just back and forth a few more times. Working into our sacroiliac joints, we find this movement of our pelvis. And once we have this movement, this will help in everything else you do. So be mindful that it is a very good exercise for low back pain. Just let yourself open up. And the next time you find yourself with navel in and tail forward, softly push the hips up and forward towards the highest point that works for you as you scoop your shoulders underneath you. Draw your body long, pushing knees away from you, tail away from you, crown of the head the other way. So it's like we're stretching our body out from forward and back and using the center of our body as the anchor to hold ourselves there. So this is a bridge pose. If you have a block or if you need your towels underneath your bridge pose for supported bridge pose, please do so. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm going to heel toe my feet closer together now so that those ankles are touching, the knees are close and touching, and maybe you lift your right leg up. Breathe in, breathe out, not necessary. There's many people that do gentle, and there are many different levels. We'll take a bend in the knee, we'll bring our right leg back down. Again, ankles are together, knees are together, otherwise you're just holding your bridge with feet hip width apart. Squeeze the knees and then elevate the left leg up. Push the hips a little higher. Use the strength of your body to lift up. Don't let the hamstrings cramp. For 3, for 2, and 1. A gentle rebend, sole back to the floor. Work yourself up onto your toe tips. Everybody up on toes. We'll work our feet back out as wide as hip width. You might want to work your toes a little closer in towards your glutes to hold here. We drop one heel and we lift it up. We drop the other heel, we lift it up. Alternate heel, lift, heel, lift. Lower the heel, lift. Lower the other heel, lift. Couple more times. Keep your navel engaged to backbone. Stay up on two feet with toes pushed into the mat. Roll your spine back down. One vertebra at a time. And really feel the navel pull in to work those lumbar spine onto the mat. Good. And then soften the feet down. You're back in your constructive rest pose. Take the knees, keep the knees to the sky, the feet wide, and drop the knees together. Soften here, just breathe, relax, release. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll work one more set of bridge poses. So work the feet back to the floor, hip width apart, long finger with palms up, works our way toward the heel. Navel draws in, tail pushes forward. And as you lift up your hips, 2 arms will lift straight to the sky. Pull those shoulder blades down, back, and under. Breathe in, breathe out. Open those arms wide to the sides, either holding your bridge or lowering your hips back down. You can do this with your back flat on the mat as well. Your eyes will close. Your arms will come closer together and your palms will find each other. 10 fingers will touch. We open wide again. With our body off the mat and bridge, it's a tougher shape. So lower your body down to the mat and just do the arm work if that's where you're at today. Keep pressing those hips up. Tail pushing forward. You've got a couple more. You're exhaling to close. You're inhaling to open. Do not use your eyes. Let your eyes rest into the back of your skull so that your body finds proprioception, where you are in space. You learn by bringing these arms together. Palms touching. And then as you rest those arms back down, open your eyes if you'd like, come back to the toe tips. and melt your spine back to the earth. Now that was a lot of work. And the feet come wide to the sides of the mat. The knees are staying to the sky. We'll windshield wiper our knees right, our head left. We'll come back through center with our head and knees. We'll exhale to the other side. Inhaling back to center. Again, dropping right, looking left. Inhaling to center, dropping left, looking right. And inhaling back to center. Draw those two knees up towards your chest. Place your hands on your knees, or don't put your hands on the knees for the movement. Your choice. We're spinning our knees in a circle, massaging our low back. So hands are on the knees to guide the movement, or hands are on the floor. And then once you're back center, you reverse the rotation. Keep feeling that massaging into your low back. Feel the strength of your core to hold you in place to be able to do this. And if you're okay rolling up, our hands will come to hamstrings, our chin will come into our chest, and our nose is looking straight toward the knees, and maybe you float yourself up. If coming up that way doesn't work, then choose a position that helps you get up to a seated position. Maybe palms will be flat on the mat with elbows down and forearms down to hold this. Maybe you can balance on your sits bones and tail and hold this. Drop the shoulders, lift your heart, and breathe. For 3, for 2, and 1. Everybody will put their palms down, forearms down, and we'll hold here. Drop the shoulders, open up the chest, looking straight forward. We hold here. Navel to spine for 3, for 2, and 1. Feet come to the ground, push yourself up. Sit up nice and tall, pull the heels in towards your glutes, wrap your arms around your legs. Get tall in the spine, shoulders back, navel in. Dropping your chin into alignment, so it's not tucked and it's not up. It's like your head is moving back in a drawer. So pull your head back, keep your face level, and turn your head to the right. Hi. Inhale, center. Exhale, head left. Inhale, center, chin to chest. Hold the chin down, shake up your head side to side, breathe in, breathe out. And you come back up through center. We'll bring our knees all the way down to the mat, so swing your legs around. This is a good time to put your towel underneath your knees if you'd like a little bit more padding. Palms are flat, fingers are wide for the foundational work. Shoulder, elbow, and wrists are in alignment, and the hips are right over the knees. We'll take our cat-cows by pressing our tail high, lifting up our heart and head. Taking our tail underneath us, rounding the spine, chin is into chest. I'm looking at you. I'm just looking to make sure you're doing a good job here. And let's draw it up a little higher. And then we take that cow pose again, inhaling to lift up. Tail tucking, exhale to round and stretch it out. Push those heels of the hands away from the knees without moving either hands or knees. And then come back through center. Two knees come together and the right leg will extend long. You may be fine with just holding here with just your leg elevated with the hips level, the toes pulling towards the shin, and the foot sole is pushing to the wall that's behind you. Maybe you can add a left arm. Thumb is up, bicep is by the ear, you're looking down at the floor. You're smiling at yourself. There's a mirror down there. So who is looking at you? Your best friend. And either hold this to work your core strength, to work your back muscles, or you can lower that arm back down for a little modification to pull everything in. Lengthen it out if you're going with me with the two extremities off the mat. Squeeze in, lengthen out. Last one, squeeze in. Take it slow. Lengthen and reach. Breathe in, breathe out. Hand comes back down. Leg comes out to the side and drops to the floor. We're going to walk up onto that left knee. Hands will be hips. Your toes can point forward. Your toes can point sideways. My body feels better with the toes pointing off to the side as two arms reach high to the sky. We'll cartwheel that right arm down the right leg and we'll stretch over the top. So this is called gate pose. It opens your lungs from front to back, side to side. And up and down. Come back up to the sky, reach it up. Take your palms down through your heart. Bend into that right leg. Now you need to point your toes off of your knee. Take your arms out wide to the sides and turn to look over that bent knee. It's kind of a modification of a warrior shape. Breathe in, breathe out. Turn the thumbs up, lengthen and reach. And then forearm comes onto the thigh with a soft pressure as you reach over the top of the left arm. Looking up toward those fingers if you'd like. Solid push through the sole of the right foot and through the top of the left foot. And then come back up towards the sky. Two palms come together. They drop into heart. And we put our hands back down to the mat and carefully bring our right leg back in. This time when we do our movement with our cat-cows, we can turn our palms to the sides. We can turn our fingers towards our knees. We'll do two cat-cows, align yourself up. If your hands don't reach in this position, please take them sideways or whatever position that they can move into. And we'll take two. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to round it out. One more time. Inhale to lift and reach up. Pull the shoulders back away from the ears. And exhale to round it out. And come back into neutral. Soften those palms back forward. Sit for a minute with your knees off to the side, legs to the side and hands to the heart. We'll open our hands like pages of a book. Then we put the palms back to back, palms facing outward, fingers towards you as you sweep the hands around and back into prayer. We take it to an open page book, backs of the palms, fingers towards you, and all the way around. One more time, just to open up those wrists a little bit. Open the pages of your book, backs of the palms, fingers towards you, and sweep it around, come back through center. We'll sweep our legs to the other side just to get even. So hands in prayer, open pages of the book, palms face outward, fingers towards you, drop down, up and around, and back into center. Couple more times. Down, up and around, back to center. Last time, open the pages. Backs of the hands together, fingers towards you. Drop down towards the floor, push the fingers away and bring them back towards you. So my wrists feel good. Maybe you need a little twirling to get it back so we can come back onto hands and knees and we can take side two. So I like to bring my knees together. My hands are flat, fingers are wide, and I extend my left leg long. The heel kicks away, the leg is as high as the hip, and the hips are level. We take that right arm maybe out in front of us, it's up to you. You're looking down at the mat, you've got a long back of your neck. This is a lot of core work right here. This is a lot of balance work. It's a lot of strength work. You may want to stay here. If you're going to do movement, you may want to put your hand back to the mat. Otherwise, let's pull it in and squeeze. Pull it in tight, take it slow. Lengthen out and reach. Much harder to do the movement slow than it is to race through it. So take your time to really accentuate the feeling that you're getting. We take the last one in, we give it a squeeze. We take the last one out, we reach it out. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just the hand comes down, the leg swings out to the side and drops to the floor. Remember, as you walk forward, you're on your right knee, your left leg is long and reaching. It can have toes pointing forward or toes sideways. Get nice and tall, lift up, reach up. Upturned palm comes down your left leg, you reach over the top, you lengthen out of the waist here as you keep long through the left side of your body as well. Open up that right shoulder down your back and breathe for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring both arms back up, hands drop together down into heart space, and then we bend into that left leg. This time the toes have to point toward the way the knee is moving. So again, we've got a nice long spine. We reach 2 arms out wide to the side. We soften our shoulders and take a look over that left leg. Breathe in, breathe out. Ground down through the sole of the left foot and through the upper shoelace area of the right foot. And then softly bring your forearm to thigh, reach over the top with the right arm. Again, pulling the right shoulder back, letting it drop into its socket. Keeping the shoulder away from the ear for 3, for 2, and 1. Take your eyes back to the floor, reach 2 arms high, palms touch, lower them to heart space, hands back to the mat, and then softly pull that left leg back into the tabletop position. Right leg is going to move forward. You're in a lunge. Knee is over ankle, back leg is on the mat. You choose if you want to keep the back leg on the mat or if you'd like to curl the toes under and find that full runner's lunge. So if you've got the knee off the mat, the toes are curled under and you're stacking the heel on top of the toes and you're really energizing through the legs. Breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. I suggest your knee comes back down. Left hand inside, you may want your other prop to raise that hand up onto the prop so that you can then have less area to get to the floor. Your shoelaces are back down on the left foot. Use your right thumb to pull that right thigh crease back before you start. Notice how that levels and pulls the hips into an alignment. And then the right arm comes out like a wing. And the right arm then reaches to the sky. The head is still looking down until the heart is all the way open by the arm lifting. And then the eyes follow the gaze up toward the fingertips. Breathe here for 3, for 2, and 1. Soften it back down. Let's bring our right leg back. Take table position and switch legs. Left leg forward. We want space from front heel to back knee, so there's a nice reach of that back thigh. We want space straight down from the knee to the ankle. And here you can use that towel again to raise the floor to you if you need it. Otherwise, you can also take a little bit more here by pushing through that back heel, curling the toes under, and drawing yourself into a full runner's lunge. Everybody's in a different place, so feel what's best for you here. One more breath. Everybody can drop that back knee back down. Notice I still have that nice slant. I might want to use the towel for my right hand that's to the inside of that left foot. Use your thumb on the left to pull that thigh crease on the left back towards your back heel while you keep that right armpit and left knee close together. Arm on the left comes out like a wing. You spin the spine to lift the arm. Your gaze follows that twist. Breathe here for 3, for 2, and 1. Great job as we cartwheel the arm back down. Let's bring our left foot back to meet the right. And when you're ready, however you want to get up to standing, some people want to roll back and come up that way, or they want to come forward. So it's up to you. We don't need the towel on the mat anymore. I'd like you at the front of your mat when you finish. And you can use your 2 towels then as blocks for your hands. As you bend and straighten the knees, shake out your head, let it go. Just breathe in, let those knees be soft and generously bent. Then grab the great toes together. The heels are about 1 inch apart. The knees begin to bend, the hips push back behind you. And then we grab the elbow tips. We'll bring those elbow tips up to a chair position. Soften through your shoulders. Push your tail back behind you like you're sitting on the edge of a chair. Hold here or enjoy twisting to the right. Inhaling center, twisting to the left. Inhaling center. One more twist right. Hips stay square. Knees stay still. Center it up. Exhale left. Toes are relaxed. Inhale center. Full chair. Reach it high. And draw yourself up tall. Take your hands to your low back. Use the outer blades of the hands to touch. Use the heels of your hands to push on your hips. And draw your elbow tips together. Draw that heart up. Lift it up as you push the hips down towards the ground. Your body will find the heart lifting to the sky. You're controlling your head. Inhale, back up. Arms wide. Bend into knees to fold low. Take your half lift, stretch out your spine, use your blocks or towels. Exhale to fold. Let's leave one hand down on the right. We've got our block there. Bend the right knee, straighten the left, and take your left arm out like a wing. We bring that left arm into the twist again, and then we look up towards the fingers. Keep the breath flowing. Use the pinky edge side of your hand to take 3 circles around. 2 and 3. Lift back up to the sky. Look down, cartwheel the arm down, and take a half lift. Exhale to fold. Move the block to side 2 on the left. Left hand is down on the block. Left knee bends, right leg is straight. Drop your chin to your chest, and then take your your right arm out like a wing and extend the crown of your head forward. So you've got a long reach of your body, crown forward, hips behind. And as we twist, twist, twist our spine, our arm will follow that twist. Our head is still looking down, and then we open up to find the full expression of the shape. Breathe in, breathe out. And as you look back down, you cartwheel the arm back to the earth. Oh, we got to do our twist, sorry. We got to do our rotations all the way back up. And 3 rotations. I lost my train of thought here. See what happens when you come out of awareness. And after your 3rd one, you reach the arm back to the sky. Then you look down and you cartwheel the arm back down. Bend and straighten each knee, shake out your head. And gentle bent knees, slowly roll all the way back up. 2 arms come high, 2 hands find each other above you. Drop your hands into heart. So I'll turn towards you on the mat here now. We're going to take some lateral bending. 2 arms are coming high, reach them up. 2 hands come into heart. Let's move our right foot behind our left foot. Right foot behind the left. You can keep them next to each other if this doesn't sound like a good idea to you. 2 arms are coming high. Fingers will interlace, pointer releases. We take our body over to that right side as we push our left hip away from us. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring your body back up to the sky. Take it long and go side 2. Moving our body to the left and our hip to the right. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep long in the neck. Keep using the bottom arm to pull the top arm straight. Bring it back up. Bring hands back down into heart. Arms come wide. And if you feel comfortable keeping the crossed ankles, we'll take a gentle fold. Bend the knees as you fold down. You can have your towels for your hands here as you drop down and walk your hands. Let's go to the right side first. Chin to chest. Inhale back through center and walk hands to the left. Chin to chest. And hands to center. Slowly roll back up. There's a bend in your knees. There's a squeeze of your inner thighs. There's navel into spine. Your head always coming up last. 2 arms come high. Hands drop into heart. And we bring our feet back next to each other in a parallel. Then we take side 2. And we'll bring our left foot behind our right so that we have our feet crossed. And if that doesn't work for you, remember you can always do it with our straight vertical line of legs. 2 arms come high. This time interlace the fingers with the opposite index in front, just like we did earlier. And point those fingers up and the opposite thumb crossing. We take our body into a straight long line and we'll lean to the left side this time with the body and we'll bring our right hip out away from us. Inhaling back up center, take it long, and then lift up and out to take side 2. Breathe in, breathe out, use the bottom arm to pull the top. Feel equal weight in the feet. Feel your shoulder on the top pulled back. And we'll come back up to center. We'll bring two palms together down in heart space. Take two arms wide to the side. Draw the shoulder blades down the back, navel in. Your knees already have a gentle bend in them. You can bend them more as you find your way down towards the mat. Take it slow, take it easy. And then as you drop your chin to your chest and let your head hang, walk hands first to the left side. Breathe in, breathe out. Chin stays into chest. Walk hands through center. And then walk hands to the right side. And walk through center. The knees are still bent. Push into the feet. Round down to lift your body back up. Two arms are going to come all the way up to the sky with you. The palms will touch. The hands will drop into heart and the feet uncross. Hands to the hips and give a little Elvis-pelvis swivel. And then press it out the other way. And then take legs wider so that your toes are in, your heels are out. You can use the back edge of the mat to align your feet if you care to. Zip up through the pelvic bowl. Two arms come wide to the side. If you need your towels in front here for elevation for your hands, place them there before we begin. And draw up through the navel, halfway down. Pull that belly back into the backbone there. And then your right hand comes down, your left arm lifts high. Your gaze follows the lift. Exhale to fold it. Gentle rolling up, soft knees, bend them. Roll all the way vertical. Two arms lift. Take them out wide to the sides. Bend halfway down, keep that navel in. Readjust, pull it in again, and you take side two, dropping that left arm down. Lengthen the crown of the head, keep your hips pushing behind you as the right arm lifts to the sky, and your gaze follows the lift. Eyes back to the earth, and fold it down. Shake out your head. Gentle bend in the knees and roll all the way back up. Reach two arms high, two hands into heart. And turn the front toes forward. You're still on the line of the side of the edge of your foot at the side of the mat. The back heel will drop back a little bit. Your toes will be on an angle, but the outer blade of the foot is on the earth. Two arms will come long. Look over that front arm and stretch your body forward. Turn your thumbs high and drop that that front arm down and that back arm up. Breathe in, breathe out. Slide down as far as you'd like, as long as you stay with your back leaning against an imaginary wall. Maybe come over the top. And to come out of this, soften the knee, bend your forearm onto the thigh. Slowly bring it back through your warrior two. Straighten into the knee. Take one reverse triangle shape here. Back to center. Hands come to hips. Front toes turn on that angle, and the back toes turn straight away here at the edge of the mat. And again, draw up and in through the pelvic bowl. Put two arms out wide to the sides. Lengthen out. Reach out of the waist. Turn the thumbs up. Drop the front arm down. Palm facing away from you. Back arm to the sky. Slide down that wall. You don't have to go down any further than you already were. Breathe in, breathe out. Get that beautiful Konasana triangle shape. Maybe over the top with that back arm. Look at the mat as you softly bend the front knee. Rest the forearm gently to the thigh. Knee is over the ankle in your side angle shape. Parsva Konasana. And as you come out of this, keep the knee bent so you're in a warrior two. And then straighten into the front leg, turn the front palm up, and reverse your triangle. Breathe here. Come back to neutral. Hands to hips, turn the toe tips in, heel toe the feet back together. Come to the front of your mat. Inhale, 2 arms high. Exhale, maybe a saguaro back bend, or hold your low back again. Drop your shoulders, lift your breastbone. Inhale to vertical, wide arms, dive it low. Gentle bend in your knees as you come down. Let your lower abdominals rest on your thighs. Then take your half lift and stretch everything out. Your fingers can be back on your towels for elevation. Exhale to fold. Take a seat on your mat all the way down. Extend your legs long. Kick through your 2 heels away from you. Dandasana is a long reach of an L shape. Breathe in, breathe out. Drop your chin to your chest for Jalandhara Bandha. Bring your 2 palms together and your thumbs graze your heart. Make the connection with yourself. Can you feel your heart beating through your thumbs? Can you feel the connection you've made with your own body with this practice? Just begin to feel more. Follow breath in, follow it out. And when your head comes back up to neutral, your eyes open, your arms will come out in front of you. You'll reach all the way forward. Reach from a lengthening out, but not reaching out of the shoulders. Keep the shoulders in the socket. Reach the right arm back, back, back. Take a look back there. Inhale it back forward. Take the left arm back. Reach, reach, reach down to the sky. And back forward. One more time with the right. Lift up, up and over. And back forward. One more time with the left. Lift it up and over. And back forward. 2 palms come back into heart. Heels stay on the ground if possible. Hollow out the navel, round the shoulders, tuck the chin, and take a moment to roll slowly to the mat. Bring 2 knees up towards your chest. Bring your hands to the outer blades or the great toes for a full happy baby. Navel the spine, give it a rock side to side. Get a long stretch of the legs to V shape. You hold anywhere you'd like from feet all the way down to inner thighs. Drop the shoulders, kick through the heels, draw the toes down, and give it a rock side to side. And we'll get our nice piriformis stretch here. We'll pull our legs together and draw the right knee in. Let the left leg find the mat, heel down. And as you work your right knee over to the left side, hike your body to the right of the mat. Dropping your knee only as low as it wants to go. And maybe that's just a little bit. Maybe that's just to here. If you want to go further, you take it to where your shoulder can move down towards the mat. You're looking over that extended arm. Hold here for 3. Close your eyes and feel that the spine is twisting to nurture those organs inside of your torso, to keep your spine healthy, giving it a squeeze and a soak, to calm your nervous system. Back into center with that right leg drawn into chest. Give it a squeeze, give it a hug, extend it long. You can move to the left side of your mat as you pull the left knee in towards your chest. And when the left leg comes over, choose how far you'd like it to go. Everybody's back is in a different place. If you can guide it toward the mat, you want to work your bottom hip all the way underneath you, so you're not on your glute at all, you're on your hip. Extend that left arm, look over your left shoulder. And again, drop that left shoulder blade down. Can you feel a little bit of peace in this twist? So we've done our forward bending, we've done our back bending, we've done our lateral bending, and we've done our twisting. All the necessities have been covered for the back. We've added hip movement, foot movement, legs, arms, come back to center, head, chest, everything has done its job today. Pull left knee back in, let the right leg come up to join it, and you take yourself into this wonderful, glorious attitude of gratitude hug. Work your hands as far up towards your elbows as you can and give a little rock side to side. Now remember, all those deep breaths you took were like little love notes being given towards your body with your secret message, your special message. Work yourself down in your Shavasana. That message is your mantra. And as you settle into your final piece of the practice, do not skip this piece of the practice. This is the most important part. This is the integration. So notice if you're having any tension throughout the body by scanning from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. Breathe in, breathe out. And take as long as you want in your Shavasana here. And when you're ready, and if you're ready, the fingers and toes wiggle, the ankles and wrists move, the jaw wriggles out, and the head turns from right to left. One arm will stretch behind you, reach it long, bend into two knees so that you can stack and take yourself to fetal position, rolling onto one side, and then press yourself up to a seat. Keeping your eyes closed if you can to get there, otherwise reclose them when you get up. If your seated position is cross-legged, long leg, you might be on your knees, you might be standing, just so that you are grounded, whatever you choose. Two palms will come together at heart, the thumbs will graze. The breath is flowing. And just give an inventory of your body now. Now that you've completed your work and your integration, we'll give a final chant of Om. In breath. The light in me salutes the light in you. May you have a wonderful rest of your day, and thanks for sharing your time on your mat, sharing your energy with me as you stay home and we practice together. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. Have a great one. Miss you all.